y'all, so today I am doing a review of 5 different children's picture books, and all of these were fiction. The first one I'm going to talk about is The Elephant's Garden by Jane Ray, and this one is based off of an Indian folktale, and the art is probably the most stunning thing about this book. It is just absolutely phenomenal. The story itself, however, didn't really have much of a point to it, and it just wasn't really something that was that memorable. I ended up giving it 2 stars, but it's about a girl named Jasmine. She realizes that something is eating all of the fruit in her garden, so she stays up one night to see what it is, and this elephant appears, and the story takes off from there. And it was lovely to get to hear a folk tale from a different culture, because I'm used to more of European folk tales, so that was cool. And the art was lovely. I would love to see something else by this illustrator. And yeah, the next one is Hansel and Gretel by Betham Woolman, and this one I ended up giving 3 stars to. The art is very simple. It's in black, gray, and white, and orange. And this is essentially a retelling of the classic fairy tale Hansel and Gretel. And it is the most imaginative retelling I have ever seen done. And it's from the witch's point of view. And by the end of the fairy tale, you're really left wondering if you're familiar with the original. If you're not familiar with the original, I highly recommend familiarizing yourself with the original, because at the end of this, you're really wondering, who is at fault in the fairy tale? Is it the kids or is it the witch? And it was lovely. I absolutely love this. Okay, so the next one is Beauty and the Beast, retold by Cynthia Ryland. And while this is published by Disney, I want to say that it actually follows the original. I believe Beauty and the Beast is a Brothers Grimm's fairy tale, and the illustrations are absolutely stunning. I gave this one 4 stars. I love the message of what love really is, and learning to love somebody for who they are and not what they are or their appearance. And also, there's kind of the subtle undertone of, you really don't know. Sometimes we take for granted what we have until it's no longer there, or it's threatened to be taken from us. And I highly recommend picking this up if you're a lover of fairy tales, especially if you're familiarized with the Disney version. This does have slightly darker undertones. It doesn't go too dark because it's for kids, but it does stay pretty faithful to the original one. Okay, and this next one, I ended up giving a 5 out of 5 stars to. This is Just Add Glitter by Angela Di Tellerossi and Amanda Colderall. I believe actually both of their last names are Italian, and I totally just butchered that. But this follows a girl, and she just wants sparkle. She loves glitter. And is glitter really, is there too much of a good thing? And the ending message just warmed my heart. It's really about learning to love yourself for the gifts that you have. And it was wonderful. And actually, the illustrations are phenomenal. I don't know if you guys can pick this up, but there's actual raised glitter on the pages. And it was too cute and adorable. It's not very long. If you have a little girl or even a little boy, anybody who loves glitter, I highly recommend this. This was absolutely adorable. And probably my favorite one out of the first 5 that I read this year was The Dragon and the Nimblesome Knight by Ellie Woodward and Benji Davis. And this one is about a knight named James and a dragon who nibbles on humans, or specifically knights. And the illustrations in this are very kind of realistic / cartoonish. I really liked it, and I really loved the story. The dragon and the boy have quite a cute friendship, and the message of not judging people based on first impressions, and how sometimes you don't really see a person or somebody for what they are until you get to know them, I thought was adorable. And it was just really a fun adventure. This is good for anybody. And out of all of these, I think this one is the most universal. You could gift this to literally anybody, and I think that they would enjoy it. And plus, who doesn't like dragons in books? Like, come on. Like, really? So, out of all of them, this is my favorite recommendation. My next one would be Just Add Glitter. And I really don't think you could go wrong with either of these. I do think they would make great gifts for kids. And they were quite magical stories. So that is a quick little review of the 5 children's books that I first read. And I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all.